Alright, champ. So, let's go over the deadlift that you said. I'm gonna replicate or get as close to replicating what I saw you doing with your deadlift. I saw a bit of shooting in the back. The spine wasn't fully locked in. So, here's what I saw that you were doing in the video. You were here, you locked in, and then you shot the hips and came up. Now, the succeeding repetitions, you put the legs relatively straight, you tapped down, came right back up. Now, there's a few issues that I have with the position that you chose to get in. You're not going to ultimately utilize your legs the correct way to come out of the bottom. Yes, you're going to feel a big stretch in the hamstrings, and your glutes are going to be working. The quads, the lats, everything's not fully locked in. You want to make sure that your spine is nice and rigid, almost like in this position the entire time. So let me go through my setup, and then I'll explain why I choose that way and what is going to be activated a little bit more when you switch over to this stance. So when you set up, and I'll show you the video from the front so you can see the front view also. When you set up, you want to make sure that your feet are being cut in the middle with the bar. Toes straight ahead or slightly pointing out, around shoulder width, slightly outside or inside, whatever you prefer. I'm going to go into your hinge. Notice that my spine is nice and flat when I go into this position. You only drop the hands down and low enough for you to keep your arms fully extended. Now from here, I then allow my knees to go forward a bit, lift my chest up. Now notice, I'm not gonna shoot when I lift. I'm gonna keep my legs where they are, utilize my legs the entire time. Okay? Let me show you again from the top. Right here, going to a hinge, bend the knees a bit. Reach the arms only low enough for you to grab onto the bar. Take off the slack. So when you pull, every time you pull, you want to make sure you're not pulling like this. You want to make sure you have the slack in your hand every single time, and you're pressing the feet down, loading tension into your legs. Notice again, shoulders lead, bring it down, shoulders lead, bring it down, shoulders lead. Notice my back is nice and flat the entire time. So from the front, here's what it's going to look like. Okay. Well, the bar is rolling, but don't worry about that. I'm going to set myself back into position. Okay. That's better. Alright, hands out in front, go into a hinge, grab onto the bar, make sure that the bar is always being pulled in towards you. So, you want to envision a band pulling the bar forward, and you're always sweeping it towards your body. That's going to ensure that the lats are fully engaged. On that note, since we're on the lats, I'm going to show you from head on how it's going to look like, how you're going to engage the lats. And I'm going to flip over after I get a few repetitions from the front so you can really look at what's happening from here to here. Okay, so right here, hinge, grab on, take off the slack, chest nice and proud, shoulders lead. Notice I'm not shooting my hips. Keeping my hips low, using my legs, driving. Okay? Side view again. Now I want you to really focus on what's happening right here. And I'm gonna stay low the entire time, not starting from the top, so you get a real good indication of what's gonna happen in your lats, how you wanna find them, how you wanna make sure that they're nice and engaged the entire time. Okay. So look at my lats. Right here I'm not engaged, here I am. Disengage, engage. Disengage, engage. Now notice, when I go to pull, I'm gonna stay nice and tight in that position the entire time, and my lats are never gonna pull me forward. I'm gonna show you what pulling you forward means before I go into the actual pull. So, being pulled forward through the lats will look like this. The bar drifts away from you. So, you wanna make sure you're nice and tight, engage the lats, always pulling in. Especially as you get to here, you always wanna think about meeting the bar with the hips. Meeting the bar with the hips. Okay, check it out. Disengage, engage, drive.